to On Air with Kash. Our guest today is an actress, singer. You know her from the Powerpuff Girls. You know her from Valley Girl. You know her from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. She plays the voice of Tommy Pickles on the Rugrats, streaming on Paramount Plus now. Please welcome my good friend E.G. Daily.
Yay! Thanks, Cash, with the money sign, Cash.
We've got to get right into it. Memorial Day weekend, I got Paramount Plus and I binge watched Rugrats.
You were saying that. That's so funny. I love that. Yeah, how did you like it, Cash?
Oh my gosh, there was so many memories of just being a kid. I mean, in the 90s, Saturday night, it was the Rugrats, Nicktoons, Snick, the Jurassic Park throwbacks, Chucky and Tommy going to get the dinosaur tooth, Nickelodeon. That was our life. And then we're like seeing all these beloved characters come back around for this new generation. And then the way that the intro is exactly how it was back in the 90s, but with the 3D animation and just, with like Chucky in the vacuum and, Tommy rolling around and then Angelica and, the Cynthia Mobile now.
Now what's so cool about Rugrats is that they took all of the Rugrats stuff from the past, which we loved, and they moved it to today's time. So we get Rugrats in today's time. So there's like dating apps and cell phones and blogging and, how fun is that to see our Rugrat family that everybody grew up to. And now those people that grew up to it are also parents, they're young parents, so they get to raise their kids. Only their kids get to see Rugrats in today's time, so they're gonna understand it. Like they wouldn't understand it if they aired Rugrats exactly like it was in the past, back in the 90s, with the 90s features. I think the kids today, like seeing animation as it was back then, which was so beautiful and fantastic, but now it's even more incredible. So I think it's really cool that they took it from that and they kept all the best things of Rugrats. The characters, the little kids were all the same voices. The parents, some of the parents had to be replaced because some of the parents had gone into another, left the planet or whatever happened. And some of they wanted to bring in adult parents that were like millennials.
I was a kid in the 90s and it's happened like a few times with other shows where it was like the kids were older than me and my favorite cartoons. And now it's like, I'm almost as old as the parents now that are being portrayed. So to see, the parents with their millennial issues and the grandpa being the hippie and on the dating app, and then Tommy's still doing the same adventures.
Yeah. And that's awesome. And now also Dee Dee has come out as a member of the LGBTQ community, which I love.
It's Betty, right?
I mean Betty. Sorry, Betty. Sorry, what was I saying? Dee Dee. Yeah, Betty. And the woman who does Dee Dee's voice is so has really come in and captured that character. She's this talented lady, and I'm just like, when I hear the voices and who they picked and how they're opening up the characters, like I said, Betty. I just love that they're allowing people to expand who they are and be in truth with who they are. And it's so much more including of like everybody. Rugrats is like very inclusive family. Like it's the demographics are wide and everybody is a part, and I just think it's so important right now because we've got such a tough year with COVID and a tough year with so much violence and anger, and we're supposed to be kind to each other, not to one thing or another or different because of a different whatever, to each other, period. And so I think that Rugrats is going to show and represent a lot of beautiful things about life too, because they're really bringing in real stuff. The scripts are tying into real issues and funny issues, but they're going to be very poignant about how they unfold. I did 52 11-minute episodes during COVID, so I already know there's a lot of great episodes coming with a lot of really cool subject matters, and I'm so happy because they're not afraid to be all inclusive. They want everyone to be included in this family because we're all a family.
You have such a creative family. You're so loving. You're so caring. You care about your community. You care about your family. You care about your friends. And you're just someone who's always been there and inspired me.
Thanks, Cash. Yeah, I mean, I just try to I think today, for me, I feel like my bigger purpose has gotten really clear, very clear. And my bigger purpose is, to use the voice and my voices and my singing and my writing, to support things that need a voice, like animals, they need a voice. So for me, it's not so much for me like what next thing can I blow up, even though it's really fun having things blow up. Like Rugrats is blowing up right now, and it's so fun, and I enjoy it. And I'm also really grateful and gracious because I feel like it's a gift. It's a total gift to get to have a resurgence on such a popular show, right? Rugrats is huge, but I do feel like my purpose is clear, which is to be of service more, to help others. Watching someone go from being depressed and not doing well in life to being joyful is a beautiful thing to me. And so I think that's why I like doing music and art, is because music and art can reach into people and change the way they're feeling about things and sometimes inspire them. So if they're in a dark place, it can inspire them to a lighter place. So kind of that's where my purpose feels much bigger today.
Really, just with the show, I've had a lot of people open up about their struggles and what we've all been through. And I do feel that right now, at this day and age, I just really love that there is a dialogue and that people are so comfortable being themselves. And I just really, when I've had the opportunity to connect with someone and then they share what they went through, whether it was like, for me, it was, I mean, I was like really artsy as a kid and I was bullied and I didn't always get along with my peers, wasn't always accepted. And then, kind of, I felt like I entered this adult world at a younger age. And then that kind of created some baggage into my 20s. And then that I needed to, and then, I had a friend of mine, we made movies together. He tragically passed away a year ago. I lost one of my cousins tragically. And it was right at the conclusion of when I had finished therapy. Because, when I was younger too, when I was in college, I had this arrhythmia. I was at the gym. I was dead for just under a minute. I was revived, and it totally just changed my outlook on life. And it was like, there's just there's some baggage back here. And then so I feel like for a decade, it just really, that just put me on the go mode. And it was like, you got to release what's holding you back. But, then as you get older, there's new struggles and new challenges that come in. And I feel like just even having this time with events that happened last year, I've been able to really connect with people. I've had people on the show and we've just really been very open. And I feel, and you've always been someone too that I've known, just like you were saying with your causes, but with your family and your community, you're always just bringing people together. You're always encouraging everyone to be the best that they can be. And you're always inspiring people. So no, I thank you for just really being a friend and being a light of energy in my life as well.
Thanks, Cash. I didn't know you were going through all those things. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like those are the times when I think, like, at the end of the day, no matter how successful you are with work and how thriving you are, how financially stable you are, I think if you don't have friends and you don't have like a community, you have really nothing. If you don't have great health and you're taking care of yourself, you really don't have anything. So I think putting those things first above like trying to make your work thrive and all that stuff, I think is the key, is like remembering to take care of your well-being and your health and your connection to your family and friends. Like, I know for me, like, if I didn't have a job, I didn't have money, I have my little tribe and they're great and they got my back, and I'm very particular about who's in my tribe, so yeah.
Oh my God, AG, I love you. You inspire me. I just love going over to your house, and you always have great parties, and I just love like watching you and Hunter and Tyson. You just get up there and you start jamming together. You have such a community vibe about you. You bring everyone together, and it's just always an inspiring time whenever we get to sit and talk and whenever we get together. And I just love you.
I love you, Cash, with the money dollar sign green for dollar.
EG, I can't thank you enough for your time today. Everyone, follow EG Daily on Instagram, watch her videos, and if you haven't already, you need to get Paramount Plus and start streaming the Rugrats. EG, thank you just for always being such an inspirational person to me. You've been a dear friend who has had my back. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you in person.
Hey, thanks, Cash. Mwah.
Mwah. Thank you so much for rocking out with me and EG Daily today. You are on air with Cash.